So we're here in Austin, Texas at Horseshoe Bay. There's a nice little campground here. It's got water and electric, no sewer, but it's run by the city, I believe. And so my brother-in-law got us in here. I don't know if it's open to the public or not. He reserved it, but it's an awesome, right on this little creek. Beautiful, some cactus around, this nice little freshwater spring-fed creek. I mean, crystal clear water, gin clear water. Just a really nice spot. We're the only people here. It's November, first week in November, and it's just been good, but getting here was a challenge. So something happened. I mean, it's like something you really can only hear about in a story or a movie or something, like a comedy. But when we went to the Texas border patrol stop just past El Paso, the guy said, "Hey, is this your rig?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, well, the plates are coming up with a problem. You need to pull over. Okay, so we pull over. Next thing you know, I got probably a half a dozen Border Patrol agents surrounding our vehicle. They come up and they're like, "Yeah, sir, we got a problem. The plates are on this rig are stolen. This is a stolen vehicle." I'm like, what? Like, here's my registration. Here's my ID. I'm the only owner. I bought this thing new. I paid cash. And they're like, "Well, it's coming up stolen out of Santa Clara, California." I'm like, that's like 400 or 500 miles north of where I live, up by San Francisco. So I'm pretty sure I didn't report it stolen. Who reported it stolen? "Oh, we don't know. We got to clear it up. So, you know, maybe you guys just step out of the vehicle and go inside. It's hot." It's hot. It really wasn't hot. What we realize now is they were just kind of defuse the situation. So they put us in a holding cell. No joke. Border Patrol. My wife and I, locked holding cell, and, ask us a couple questions. Then I say, "Hey, I think I got the proof of ownership. I bought this thing brand new. I paid cash for it. It might be in the rig." So she lets my wife go out and dig. And we find some of the paperwork, but I didn't have the actual pink slip on the rig. But I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I'm the owner. It's in my name. It's reported. "Oh, well, somebody reported stolen." I go, "Well, it wasn't me, and I own this thing." So at some point, like, common sense wasn't kicking in with these people. So I started getting a little upset. My wife's trying to calm me down. So I kind of tell her, "Hey, why don't you call Santa Clara PD and find out? Because this is a Integra motorhome on a Ford chassis. Why don't you just call them and see what that plate is? Maybe it's a data entry error or something, and they type something in wrong and it's coming up mine." Well, to make a long story short, the girl, Border Patrol, she was like, "Well, we can't do anything. The sheriffs are on their way. It's out of our jurisdiction." I'm like, "Well, it's out of your jurisdiction. Why are we being detained and basically arrested?" So she chopper going overhead. So anyway, I think on a hunch, she just did what I told her to do. She Googled and called Santa Clara PD, and immediately the guy's like, "Oh yeah, no, this is from a Mr. Browning. It's like a Mitsubishi or something." And he's like, "Yeah, we messed up. We typed in an extra digit or typed in a digit wrong." So she's like, "Yeah, we screwed up. We're real sorry." And they kind of apologized and let us go. But needless to say, and make a funny story out of it too, it was our 29th wedding anniversary. So here's my wife and I locked in a Border Patrol cell in the past El Paso, in the most godforsaken place on the planet, middle of the desert. There's nothing around. We're sitting in a holding cell, stainless steel bench. It's like a long hallway. It's got like when you're in prison and you visit somebody and they got the little microphone to talk through. We're like sitting in front of those. It's like, I'm telling you, this is an experience, man. So, I look over at her. I was like, "Hey, happy anniversary." It's our 29th wedding anniversary, sitting in a holding cell. So they let us go, but yeah, it was just nuts. I guess back in May, somebody reported it stolen, and they typed in something wrong up in Santa Clara, and we got detained. And I was like, man, if this was a traffic stop, it could have been bad. They might have, detained us and arrested us and impounded the vehicle or something. So it could have been really bad, but we made it here. We're good. It's a nice place. Yesterday went on our family's pontoon boat in Lake LBJ, which was awesome. Gosh, man, you want to talk about some nice houses? Wow. I mean, multi-million dollar houses surrounding that lake. Roger Staubach's house and a bunch of celebs and stuff. And really cool. This was a fun boat ride. But now we're off to Los Maples. It's a couple hours away from here. Supposedly it's a place where the trees change colors, the maple trees, but we might be a little bit early, but we'll see, and make the best of it. But so far so good. It's been a fun trip. And but just word to the wise, man, if I were you, put all your ownership documents and everything in your rig to be able to prove it's yours, because you never know when something stupid or crazy like that could happen to you, because I never thought it would happen to me, but here we are.